everyone. This is Mr. B back with your Tuesday, May 19th lesson. We're going to finish off. This will kind of seem like a review of the series circuit and the parallel circuit topic we've been on for the last week or so. So it'll be a little bit of a review. So we're working on mainly worksheets. So you can still be building your circuits with the website that we've used the last little while. But this one can also just be done on paper. So I'll take you through the PowerPoint. We'll do a little bit of a review. I'll talk about what's in that. And then I'll go over the worksheets that I have for you for today. So starting with the PowerPoint, I have a video for you guys that is on here, and it'll be on how you'll have access to it on Edmodo as well. But it's just a video explaining some of the differences between parallel and series circuit. It is worth a watch, so I would recommend that you guys give that a view, and you can go from there. And then today we will be drawing different series and parallel circuits. So I say we won't be able to build circuits today. In class, I wouldn't give you access to the building equipment, but if you want to use the website to build some, by all means, go for it. And this assignment should be done on your own. So that still applies. Like, I don't know if you guys have been FaceTiming with your friends or anything working through these assignments, but try and do this one on your own. Just gives me an idea of where you're at and what you've understood from this topic in this unit. There are 3 sheets for you to finish, which we'll go over just shortly. And then you have as much time as you need to finish these off, so don't feel like you have to rush through them. As soon as you have them done, you can send them my way. But take as much time as you need to finish these, because again, I want to see your understanding, so I don't want this to be done quickly. I want it to be done well. So take your time with it, and then we will go from there. So here are the sheets that you will be going over. So I've changed this one in particular, but I'll go over the changes again for parallel circuits as well. So in this box here, you're going to draw a labeled diagram of a series circuit with 3 batteries, 1 socket, so that's what you would plug your outlet into, or that would be like the wire, and 1 light bulb. So basically the socket would be your wiring like we've used previously. The batteries are the batteries, and then the light bulb is the light bulb. For this one, I would like you to use the symbols that we've learned about from this unit, but if you want to draw actual pictures of a light bulb and of a battery and of a wire, that's fine, but the preference is that you use the symbols that we've discussed in this unit so far. Now, on this page, you'll see it come up again on the parallel circuit, but on this page in particular, I've crossed off the word dry cells. That's another name for a battery. It's not quite like the battery that we know and have seen in our devices, like our remotes and stuff like that. But inside of a battery, there's little round circles like this, almost like what you've seen for a watch battery, those little round circles. Those are considered dry cells. And so we haven't really talked about that. That's why I've deleted the dry cells and just asked you to draw 3 batteries. So for that, just understand that on the parallel circuit, again, it says dry cells again. Just know that for us, that means batteries. It's not something new you have to learn about. If you want to go out and see what a dry cell battery looks like, you can. But for the purposes of our drawing, that's just going to be 3 batteries that you have to draw. So up here, you will be drawing an example of a series circuit with 3 batteries, some wiring, and a light bulb. So that's what you will draw here. You can put the batteries anywhere you want. They don't have to be right beside each other. They can be anywhere along the wire, and then just the 1 light bulb being powered. So the first question that you have to answer is, what happens to the light bulb when the extra batteries are added to the series circuit? So what we've learned from a series circuit is when we have multiple light bulbs, something happens to those light bulbs as you add more and more. Something happens to the amount of light that comes out of them. So if we were to add an extra light bulb to this series, or if we were to add an extra light bulb, or if we were to add extra batteries to this circuit, what is going to happen to the brightness of the bulb? Is it going to get greater? Is it going to get smaller? Is it going to get dimmer? What is going to happen? And then why does this happen? So again, think about the amount of pathways the electrons have to travel down and why the amount of brightness changes, whether greater or less than. Again, you may have to go back in our other videos and see why that may occur, or from the video that I posted at the beginning, that may give you some answers as well, but that will help you with the why does this happen. Your second sheet, like I've talked about, is you will be drawing a parallel circuit. So again, the difference between a series circuit and a parallel circuit is that a parallel circuit has two or more paths that the electrons can flow down, whereas a series circuit only has one pathway that it can go down, kind of like a one-way road. There's only one way for you to go down it in a series circuit, whereas for a parallel circuit, you have multiple options to get to your destination. So in this one, again, you're going to draw a labeled diagram of a parallel circuit with 3 batteries, some wiring, and a light bulb. So for this one, what you're going to have is you're going to have multiple routes to get to that light bulb and then back to the battery. Or if you want to make it a little bit easier to show your knowledge, you can have more than one light bulb and just show me what a parallel circuit would look like with more than one light bulb. And again, your questions are going to be the same. What happens to the light bulb when extra batteries are added to the parallel circuit? And then why does this happen? Again, you may have to go back and watch the videos from our previous lessons or the videos at the start of this lesson to figure out that answer. But it has to do with the amount of brightness that each light has. Is it greater? Is it the same? Is it equal? What happens to the brightness of the bulb when you add an extra battery? Your third and final sheet that you will have access to. This is just the information. You don't have to worry about that. This is kind of like a teacher's guide for it. But the last one here is you are going to color the color yellow, or you're just going to highlight the light bulbs that would be lit up on each circuit. And you're also going to identify which type of circuit is present. So I will tell you that they are either series or parallel, and you've got one of each. So this one up here is either a series circuit or it is a parallel circuit. So those are your only two options, and you're going to use each of them once. So you've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. And then you're going to color the light bulbs that would be lit up if this circuit was functioning, if it had the power to it. What had happened. So you may notice something here. There may be something that prevents this type of circuit from lighting up. And you'll notice that one of these light bulbs here on this circuit is out of this socket. Does that affect which light bulbs will light up, or will it not affect it? I will leave that up to you. Again, you're showing your knowledge of what you understand parallel and series circuits to do and how they function and what they allow to light up or not light up. And in this case, this one may or may not have an effect with having this light bulb out of its socket. It may prevent some of the lights from being lit up, or it may not. I'll leave that up to you. And I briefly talked about why houses and why series circuits are not ideal to have in a house. You may have to go back, or you may just have to go out on your own and talk about why our houses are wired with parallel circuits as opposed to series circuits. I went on a little bit of a tangent about Christmas lights and how Christmas lights are series circuits and why your parents may have had headaches when they were younger when they were trying to fix their Christmas lights that are a series circuit. You may have to go back and watch my previous video to get you a hint on this one. But you're going to give me 2 reasons, if you can, as to why our houses are made with parallel circuits and not series circuits. And that will be all that you have today. Again, this one is, I want you to take your time and look back if you need to. So there's no rush to finish this, but this is kind of like your assessment. This is kind of what I'm looking at to show your understanding. Do your best. If you don't understand something, feel free to reach out to me, or if you're just still super confused, it is okay to leave something blank, but I want you to do your best to fill out as many of these sheets as you can. I hope you guys have had a great long weekend, and I will see you guys back on Thursday. Have a good one.